Hello and welcome back to another in-depth weather video. Today we are talking about the trends over the next 2 weeks all the way out to a month. We're going to start off with the Climate Prediction Center's outlooks with temperatures and precipitations over the next 2 weeks. Then we're going to move on to the CFS, where we're going to be looking at the trends of where the storms are going to be going, what their impacts will be over an entire month. So make sure to stay tuned for that. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. Now let's get right on into it. So we're starting here on the Climate Prediction Center. This is through Pivotal Weather, which is a great feature that they have. I really like this. So we're going to be looking at the 6 to 10 day temperature probability outlook. This is basically just saying, will you be seeing above average temperatures or below average temperatures? Now, we see a east-west divide here. The east is warmer than average, with the highest probability of receiving warmer than average temperatures in Florida, and we are going to be seeing the west with below average temperatures, and the worst of that will be in the Rockies. Now, in terms of precipitation, we kind of have this trend where the southwest and Florida will be drier, and the most of the east as well as the northwest will be above normal in terms of precipitation. Now, 8 to 14 days out, we are going to continue to see that trend with the temperatures, where the east will see the warmer temperatures, with, again, the above normal temperatures being most consistent right along the coastline and worst in Florida, and we will be seeing below normal temperatures in the west, with the worst being in the Rockies. Now, the 8 to 14 day precipitation outlook shows that same trend, with the east having a higher than normal precipitation and the northwest being just above normal. That could go either way. It's a very low probability. But then we have the drier air starting to move into the central part of the country, as well as that dry air continuing in the southwest and Florida. Now let's move on to the CFS and look at a month of trends. So, of course, we do have Viola moving off, and our next storm, I will link those two videos up above, and we're going to continue on. So after that storm, the CFS has a storm kind of dipping down into the south, mostly rain though, but it does get into the northeast, and maybe some sliding action, maybe a nor'easter. But after that, we have a bit of a cold break, with those blue lines really dropping down to the U.S. Maybe even some snow in the south because of that. But after that, we start to see that warmth coming into the country. This is late into February, starting to get into early March, where we're going to be seeing a lot of these Midwest snowstorms. So we start to see some snow here in Wisconsin, and some in the back end. That eventually moves into the northeast. Maybe the interior northeast gets into a little bit of some snow, but most of that snow will be in the Midwest, and the interior northeast does tap in a little bit. This is very early March. But during March, we start to see more of these Midwest snowstorms. So here's another one right here, pretty minor, but then you start to get into the more major ones, where you see that this low pressure right here brings some heavier snow to the very northern portions of the Midwest. Then you have this one right here. This is very strong, and that could be a possible blizzard. But overall, just a lot of these Midwest snowstorms. So if you live in the Midwest, this includes the Dakotas, Nebraska, Minnesota, Iowa, and all the states that border the Great Lakes, definitely look out for some more snow and just overall a lot more precipitation. If you live in the I-95 corridor in the northeast, you will be seeing a warmer trend here. We're going to be seeing less snow there. So the areas that have been ravaged by snow in February are kind of going to take a step back, and some of the areas that have very little snow right now will be getting into some more snow. So we're starting to see the change over here. We're going to get into our spring snowstorm stage of winter. We are kind of stepping away from the nor'easter pattern. The very extreme cold is starting to move away. We are starting to see some more warmth. everything's kind of looking toward the direction of more spring-like. Not exactly spring temperatures, not exactly spring weather, just more toward that point. So I think that in the Northeast, especially the I-95 corridor, the worst of winter is past us, as well as in the south central part of the U.S. We're not going to be seeing much more of the very deep south snow, maybe a few storms that get just enough cold air down there. Again, if you live in basically all of the south, the worst of winter is past. Now, in terms of the Northwest and the Midwest, as well as the interior Northeast, I think that we're going to be still seeing an active trend there, but at the same time, there might be a few storms that you're more in the rain category, or if you're, especially in the interior Northeast, you're probably in the rain category a lot, especially with those Midwest snowstorms. But there's areas that are behind on snowfall for this year that are going to be getting that much needed snowfall, and eventually everything will kind of start to balance out. But we've had a very active pattern here. We only have a few more winter storm names left before we run out of names, so very active this year. Comment in the comment section down below, what do you think is going to happen over the next month? Do you think that we're going to see more of these Midwest snowstorms? Do you think that this active pattern will continue through March? Do you think that maybe some of the stuff the CFS is portraying here is not going to happen? Let me know in the comments section, but that's all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.